Such a punster.
Oh my god, is your roommate getting banged back there?
No, no.
That sounded really, really sexual.
Xana, your mind is just there now.
Yeah.
No, it did. She made a sex moan. It's not my fault.
Oh, yes, honey.
Yeah, see?
Perfect timing.
Alright.
Oh, no.
Sex noise. Oh, yes, money.
Yeah, it is money.
Right here.
I don't know what's happening anymore.
3:50.
I am okay. That was something.
Send you all to death.
Man, that war pig rig is not messing around. But I know you can thrash that thing. That war pig is fast, amigo. You might need a vehicle to hunt down that hog. You got all those audition requirements. Good stuff, BA.
Okay. This game is a fucking mess, dude.
Even with this pass, I can't open this door. I need to find a way into that. Sounds like Cobblepot's office is connected to the theater, and the entrance is controlled from that security room.
Batman does not kill. Ever. Under any circumstances. The game is really struggling to find a position that makes sense for this guy's model. It's just not happening. What is your... He was in the polls when I countered him, and the counter knocked him out, and we're okay. Even the model for his shoe is like bent the fuck out of... Look at this shoe. I don't want to leave. Oh, Jesus. This is fucking perfect. No, I mean, okay, so this is probably the most... It's sword time. I'm gonna continue what I was doing last time and just, like, clearing missions that I've not cleared before. Which means the next one up is Golden Castle, which I wasn't looking forward to, but whatever. Let's handle my inventory. Actually, I should check the Twilights first. You know, I just realized is I guess there's not a Golden Castle Twilight mission. That's curious. I don't know why I never thought of it. Those plus 119s, Jesus. That's so over the top, bro. saw that. Give me that. Alright, what we got? Traces of the Raging Blaze. 526. And we've also got the Defiled Sanctuary. Yeah. Both of these could handle getting handled. Words are hard. Both of these need handling. I don't know why it started at that weird angle, but okay. Excuse me, sir, that was a terrible idea. You shouldn't have did it. I don't think I realized until just now that that final bit of this is // I thought it was just one hit. Hello? I really do not appreciate that Revenants can do that. Yeah, that wasn't a good idea. Sword key is fucking amazing, but you really need to use it strategically. You can't just use it blindly like that. Up a little bit, do this, pick it to the ground, stab, change weapons, why not? Sometimes there's just no need to be fancy. You know what I just realized? Like, when I do my music reviews, I put it on single track repeat, and it didn't occur to me until just now that we've been on this 2-minute track for over 10 minutes. Or at least I have. Y'all had only been on it for like 7 minutes. Messy. Sword is a human destroyer. That's like the whole purpose of sword. Yeah, you gotta do something. Yeah, that move really is where most of my key destruction comes from. I need to remember that. Like, it's weird for me because it's not an attack in the original game at all. Yo, I need to check something. Yes. Okay, so casting a soul core automatically puts you in sheathed. That's good to know. That's good information to have. Sit down, fists. I really love how he was out of key and still had his super armor, man. It's my favorite. Yeah, you really shouldn't dodge after that. At least not like that. I think that there is an Emerita source behind here. Yeah, figured I would just go ahead and grab that before I forgot. What do I have for sword going on now? Pretty sure, yeah, all the skills are learned. I want to make sure that I continue to have all the skills available for all of the weapons so that, like, you know, if I have a new idea for a way to apply a skill that I haven't found a use for yet, that there's a way for me to do something about that. Okay, he's using barriers, so I should... Oh, well, never mind. I was gonna say he's probably gonna be very, very hard to empty, but... Turns out he doesn't really have all that much ki, so... What a joke. I guess my brain was assuming... I was just assuming he was gonna have as much ki as the last guy did, but that's silly. Why is my EI so weak, though? Genuinely. I've noticed that a lot of people that build for hatchets tend to have, like, super a bunch of ki. He dodged. It was a terrible, terrible, terrible idea. And then he tried to attack me while I was severing spin. Lasai. You know, I talk like I'm mocking these, like, not representations of real players, and yet the real players are often much worse than this. I wish I had a way to know. I wish I could, like, look at how the actual player played that set, because, bro, I have seen me some shit. I don't even know why I'm shooting from that range. It's kind of dumb. Are you kidding me? What? Nice headshot, I guess? Whatever, bro. What fucking ever. Okay, so there's that. And there's this guy. And he didn't notice me at all. Boop. Boop. Done and done. Let's buff up. Did not do what I intended to do right there, but it worked out, so could have been worse. You can't just ignore the fact that I'm coming at you, bro. Wait. Oh right, there's an Amethyst source up here that I always forget. Ooh, no good. Oh, the cat's in there just fucking this shit up. I didn't even realize. So that sucked. Hold on. How did he do so much key damage to me? Well, that didn't help at all. I don't know why I waited so long to cast Severing Spin right there. Well done. I'm guessing he just stood there and took it. Took it on the chin, decided not to block at all. Hmm. I'll leave anything over here. It doesn't look like it. Huh. I'm used to this, dark zone being relatively larger. Like, by a bunch. Well, so much for that guy. That's probably a stock Revenant. Sure. No. I hate it. Come at me, bro. That was late. What I just realized, hold on. There we go. I genuinely loathe it when my mouse locks to a game. where I've like never ever used the mouse on said game. I wonder if there's an option that I can turn off. Like, look, I don't want that. Huh. Interesting. Not only did he die super fast, but the camera did a weird... one whole weird. What the fuck is happening? That was, strange. Don't be a bitch, bitch. What's up? Okay. I definitely guarded that, but whatever. Fuck off. That grab was chunky. It's a very, very chunky grab. I would rather have not known that the grab was chunky. That's fire. By the way, I've not been following up the back waves the way that I should be. It's a little awkward to do it correctly, but I do need to get back to the point where I'm doing it the way that I should be doing it. I wonder. Yeah, that's actually pretty capable. You're kidding. Yo. I dunked him. Hole in one. Please ignore the other times that I knocked him down. Rude. Yeah, that's not correct either. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna do any other follow-up on this. I'm just gonna try to... Wow. Are you serious? Bro, what? I'm not even sure where I ended up. These fucking weird angles, bro. That's not how to do it either. I'm so shit. So you're supposed to follow that up with a sword key, but I'm bad. Yeah, that's not gonna work, buddy. Neither is spitting at me. Or hawking a loogie or blowing snot or whatever in the world that is. Go down, dude. What the hell? I know that, like, basic strikes don't do that much key damage on sword, but they do some. Damn. Well, the cat killed him. Very strong enemy. I remember when I respected gravity in this game. Fall off a ladder. Oh no! I took 94 damage. Darn. Oh, right. Wow. Yeah, True and Through actually did more damage than that. The hell? Oh no, I'm on fire. Oh wait, I'm no longer on fire. Box, what the hell? You know, I'm suddenly reminded of, and I don't remember the names of the stages, but in the Nioh map, so I guess the second main, I almost said menu, but on the second main mission and all of the follow-up submissions that use that map, there's this little side area that you go to where you will find your first Nutakabe. That'd be the Angie wall. Anyways, there's a table in there that's just mysteriously immune to being destroyed. There's a couple of tables on that map that are like that, but that's the one that'll really get you. Oh, god damn it. Last time the cats fucked it up, and this time I don't know, man. Fucking Scampus. You know, I'm curious about something. I don't know that I've ever dropped a scroll to these things. So this is probably not going to change, but who knows? Yeah, nothing about that changed. I do genuinely think that there's a very good chance that there are things about the Sudama that are not yet fully known. Oh, okay. And thus ends the Sophisticated Lemon. I guess don't dodge. There we go. Honestly, that wind-up is probably not worth it. It probably makes more sense to, like, back up and true and through. Ow. Wow, by a Yoki, huh? Yeah, that's a no from me, dog. I often like give people shit like, how do you die to a Yoki? And like, I'm not fair about that sometimes. Like, sometimes it's not that you died to a Yoki, it's that you died to a group of enemies, and the Yoki is just the one that managed to land the final blow. Although I guess a Kodama isn't exactly... you know, something that you would say, oh, part of a group of enemies. It's more of a distraction than anything else. A normal Kodama, anyway. Or, God, say Kodama. Kappa. Bro, my brain does not want to brain. A Kodama is definitely not part of a group of enemies. I was right the first time, sort of. Not that I needed the knockdown, but I did what I did. Pretty sure that one's dead now. Yeah. And it dropped a core. Nice. I could use some core updates on my dwellers. Anytime something gets up relatively slowly, I should remember to true and through. So I genuinely am not completely convinced that that EI is actually worth it on the sword unless you've really built into it. Like if I've got sheathed attack bonuses of some kind, then sure. But even then, I'm just not sure, because the reality is that there is almost always a better option. I think Night Rain is really more of a proc attack in this version of the game. I feel like I remember Night Rain being pretty good damage in the first game, but I don't think it's like that as much this time around. Yeah. Pretty good for that. Boop. That's how it's done right there. The reason that it's awkward is because, like, when you do a back wave, right, you block in time, but then you have to hold the block rather than let go of it. And everything else has taught you to guard, get the back wave, let go of guard, and then do your follow-up, whether it be Tempest by pushing guard again, or, you know, whatever your preferred follow-up is. The trouble is that because this is also a guard attack, you actually have to hold the guard. And then you have to wait briefly so that you can use it at the correct time. It's wonky. Like, it's not difficult to do, it's difficult to remember and then do it when it's appropriate. What am I doing? I suppose I could also do that. That was stupid. Don't do that again. Nope. Ooh, that was no good. I pushed him out of range. I'm fine. We're fine. No! my dumb, beautiful setup that I shouldn't have tried to begin with. Woe is me. Give me that, it's mine. Level 750. Supposedly killed by those Gaki. And the dude's running like huge toughness. How did... What happened? Did he let one, like a big one, happen from those two and get ruined by that? Like, even then I'm just like, I don't get it. I mean, there's that one that did an impressive amount of damage earlier, but... Yeah, you gotta do something about that, mate. Like, I get it on a first playthrough. If I was going through, like, the very earliest section of the game and I run into a grave marker saying somebody was killed by an Inky or a Gaki or Yoki, whatever. A bandit. It's easier to understand because that's where people who have like got no experience in the game are gonna be. Wait, 46 sword. I could have sworn I had more than that. Kusa's 55. Yeah, aside from Fist, Kusa and Axe are the highest ones. That's crazy. But like everything has gotten here. This dude did not even get a chance to fight back, even though I didn't do that particularly efficiently. Come at me, bruh. I love it. I am probably putting Night Rain on the top as well. I can't. I can't imagine ever actually using this. So let's just turn that off. You gotta love how the auto target weak point is only just barely doing that. The edge diving really does annoy the shit out of me. Because the game is never, ever, 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 ever that kind to the player. What, you think that you're gonna edge dive? It might happen sometimes. Maybe 10% of the time it'll be nice enough to let you edge dive properly. Other times it's gonna look exactly like what that guy just experienced. You're just gonna fall. Alright. Time for the part that I dislike the most. I genuinely do not enjoy an Enra. I find him to be a very irritating encounter. I don't typically find him to be deadly though, but we'll see. He likes to hop back. And then we leave him a present. God, too early. I didn't do that on purpose. Fuck. God, Look at how much fucking HP this dickhead has. Hello? Where did my second slash go, dude? If you ever find yourself, oh, okay. Okay, good. He's visible now. Hello? Hello again. Hippity hoppity. Hippity hoppity. Ah, come on. Ah, come on. Why didn't... Oh, I guess there wasn't actually a pool there. Hello? Hello, dude. Whatever, get out of here. And Inra just likes to misbehave. No, not lock, bro. What? Can I genuinely not? Oh, okay, there we go. Lots of divines, not a lot of ethereals. Ooh. There's a Izanagi Grace Inheritance, that's always good. We could use those. Like, I don't see myself needing such a thing again, but you never know. I might notice something about the game and think, you know, maybe this setup would make more sense. I'm almost certain, yeah, that I just did that. Ooh. We'll get a stone of penance for that. Can't help but notice that, like, when I'm looking for one specific thing, I'll get everything in the world except that. Like, man, if I was trying to build into dodge key consumption down, like, I could have done that. What about mid attack damage? Could have done that. Like, every other star special effect on a piece of equipment, if I had wanted to build into that stuff, it would have been super easy to do. Anything else? Bruh. Well, let's make sure that I haven't... Okay. Okay, so that one's done. What was the other one? There was another... The Defiled Sanctuary. We can absolutely do this. No problem. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, cool. Everybody's favorite enemy, you guys. Cool. I hate this fucking ball. Oh, okay. Well, that sucks. Uh... I... You're kidding. Kinky, right? Ooh, that could have been real rough. Okay. Uh... What? What even happened right there? This Kinky absolutely misbehaved. That shouldn't have happened at all. That whole thing was total bullshit. then. God, you're so annoying. Not a problem at all. I don't understand what went wrong last time. We've got a lot of reds to deal with, bruh. He actually tried to fight back. Gotta give him that. He tried. Hello? And I love how, like, all the sparkly bullshit around him genuinely covers up his movements a little bit. Sort of get the same kind of vibe how, like, in Tekken they had, like, Jack players that would put as much bullshit on their character as possible so that you could not see what they were doing. Honestly, probably the optimal thing to do wouldn't even... No, actually, I'm the one who put him up to paralysis. Also, what's up, Mossy? How's it going? That's what they tell me. Yeah, probably, like, if I wanted to be optimal, probably... Cool, I really need to figure out how to make automod not show me stuff that I'm... Okay, hold on. Oh, because... See, I don't even know why it's called auto mod. Once upon a time, it would just tell you you can't post that message because it's a blocked term, but I blocked the word meme because people use that word very stupidly. Like, the internet in general does not know what a meme is. Oh, it's not your fault. Twitch is stupid. But yeah, probably the optimal thing to do after a backwave would be to switch to high stance before responding and then do a high attack. Paralysis is very, very, very good to get back to the point that you were getting at. So against humans, you've got one of two things. If I'm doing constant ki damage, then the human either has to accept some normal damage to offset the ki damage, and then they've got to choose between being paralyzed or being winded. So yes, I actually used to speedrun Metal Gear Rising, so believe it or not, Monsoon was using the term meme accurately. Well, semi-accurately. A hell of a lot more closely than this. So, have you ever like seen a movie or a TV show where someone's like, oh, what made you decide that you wanted to become a doctor? And that person's answer would be along the lines of, well, my father was a doctor, and his father was a doctor, and his 3 brothers were doctors, and their mother was a doctor, and so, like, being a doctor runs in that family line. A meme is a thing that passes in a family that has nothing to do with genetics. Hey, your key was emptied, sir? But yeah, people definitely got very silly about Monsoon's little meme monologue. Although calling it the DNA of the soul was pretty fucking silly. Hello? Oh, right. I turned it off for some reason. I should unturn it off. But yeah, the source of it being that was completely nonsense. What the actual fuck was that? Empty Retribution just now did, like... Hold on, so... Whiff, whiff, block, block, hit, hit, hit. And the 3 hits were... around 8,800 damage. So there's 4 more attacks. Bro, Empty Retribution just now did around 22,000 damage. Dude, fuck that. That's so stupid. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done with that. I'm gonna walk away from the Reds for a little bit. That genuinely pisses me off a little bit. I don't even remember what the hell we were talking about. Down here we're gonna be using... God, dude. Okay, you know what? For once, it might be best to engage you first, except this dude is really chasing me down. And that somehow didn't connect. Dude, why is there a fucking Bakugani here? Yep, there's a wall there, sucker. Okay, you know what? Eat shit, Aberrant. What is happening, dude? Bakugani is just a shit enemy to fight because of its dumbass, like, face shield gimmick. That gimmick is just lame. Bakugani is in no way, shape, or form threatening. I mean, honestly, like, any group of enemies can be threatening with the right combinations, but Bakugani is just a pain in the ass. That's all he is. Alright. Oh, cool, thanks targeting. I didn't want to do anything useful anyway. Yeah, I also have Oni B slotted for the same reason. If only the targeting could figure out what the hell it's doing. No reason to be clever, just get his back and get the job done. Okay, well this should work. Or not. Okay. Way early. What the fuck am I thinking, dude? Things should be less shit from here on. don't do that. Oh, come on. You know, I mostly just don't like this because it's going to take a fucking year. Ah, come on. But yeah, as far as there being a paralysis build, nah. Unfortunately, like, honestly, I'm genuinely annoyed that there aren't any graces that focus on either poison or paralysis, but at the same time, as good as paralysis already is, if there was a build for it, that shit would be busted. Okay. Oh, come on, dude. And that should be it. I genuinely do not understand why sometimes when I do Tararemoke's Soul Core, like, all 4 of those hits hit, and after the first 2, Kasha's max ki was completely obliterated, but it didn't down her for some reason, question mark? But yeah, unfortunately I am the patient zero when it comes to the whole paralysis thing. It's not nearly as good on sword, but there are certain abilities that the sword has that that are relatively decent at proccing debuffs. For instance, Night Rain. Night Rain is really, really good for it. Severing Spin can be really good for it. I don't remember the name of this skill, hold on. Yeah, Shadow Sword and the follow-up can be really good for it. But other weapons, for instance, fists and paralysis together is completely busted. Switchglaive and paralysis together is super busted. Split staff can be. Kusa's super busted with it, with Crimson Flurry in particular. With that skill right there is completely outrageous with any kind of debuff proccing. I'll be honest, with Hammer and Axe, it's kind of just there for show. But yeah, it's all relative. It really depends. There's some cases where it only shows up sometimes, but my biggest issue with it is that, hold on. There's like a frame of bullshit in this video. My biggest issue is that once I proc Purity, I really don't want any other element to proc and trigger confusion, because that means I'm going to have to reproc Purity, and when an enemy has already been hit with a debuff, they are more resistant to it next time. So every time that happens, Purity is less and less and less likely to be doable. Some enemies become more resistant on repeats than others, but it genuinely can become a huge problem with some enemies. Okay. So I've sword done there. I think it's time for the Golden Castle. Even though I really don't want to do the Golden Castle. Oh, it landed on a couple of Revenants before you showed up. It is a Serbian dance. So when I first started streaming Nioh 2, the first few times I was like, oh, it's the yokai two-step. Oh, it's the samurai swing. And like 3 or 4 streams in a row, I just, like, as a gag, I was just naming like every stream with a dance, and then it was like, you know what, fuck, I'm gonna keep that going. But yeah, like that right there, if that enemy hadn't blocked, they would have been paralyzed. But if they block, they get winded. So the Revenant's behavior does change even if the proc doesn't happen. Yeah. It can be really useful if you know what to look for. Oops. And then there's that. Oh right, I forgot. I was going to turn this back on. But genuinely, if there was a grace that focused on paralysis, bet your sweet ass I would be using that. Oh wow. Oh, he's not human. That explains everything. I thought I was dealing with 2 Humes. A little bit of rapid stealth. Come here, you. I don't know who's shooting at me, but I'm not a fan. Oh, you're way the fuck over there. What the hell? How did that do 10,000 damage? That was at white range. I swear, this game genuinely doesn't make a lot of sense most of the time. You stop that immediately. Yeah, I think that there's 1,700 tracks in my list at last time I checked. I go through at least one game soundtrack every day. If there are any game soundtracks that you would like to suggest, go for it. I add them all to the list and they all get checked eventually. Crusader of Senti. Hold on. I hope that you're spelling these correctly. Landstalker. At the very least, I appreciate that you've named something that isn't likely to get named again. You'd be surprised like how often I ask people like for suggestions for good soundtracks and then they name some soundtrack that's like 100% licensed music that I definitely 1000% can't use. And it's just like, come on people, what are you doing? I've checked Silent Hill 2, but not the others yet. But yeah, all of the ones that I'm willing to check are in the list already. And Enra. I don't remember which order any of this happens in. And he likes to hop back, so there's my favorite answer to you being a hoppy bastard. I usually, but not always, avoid the lyrics in the playlist because I really want it to feel more like video game music and less like a proper music album. I don't think I said that the way that I meant it, but still. Cheap sack of shit. Yeah, I hate an Enra. Bro, I hate him so much. Just follow the goddamn rules and we'll get along so much better. He almost got away from that. That's not what I wanted. Hey, quit kicking. It's very rude. When we get home, you're grounded. I literally looked right at the direction I was supposed to go like 3 times and didn't recognize it. But yeah, not only does, like, Inra annoys me for the fact that his reaction to having his key empty is to jump like a half mile away, but that's not the part that annoys me the most about it. The part that annoys me the most about it is that once he's wound up his back hop, even if you hit him, it won't stagger him. So he gets that back hop no matter what. That's the part that offends me about him. It's like, I've had instances where I'll kick him, and then I'll immediately pull out Dweller, and Dweller's first pickaxe will glance him a little bit. So my thought would be like, well, at least the first 2 hits would land. No, he just gets to get away from it. Sweet Jesus, that was so worth it. There's no way that I'm not highlighting that. By the way, if you're at all into Jet Set Radio, aka Jet Grind Radio, Hover's a badass game. Come at me, bro. It's like the same kind of thing, except imagine if Jet Grind Radio was parkour instead of skating. The game is sick. One of my faves. you only know that series by name. So, Jet Set Radio originally released on the Dreamcast, and is basically about fighting against the man with skates and graffiti. And it's certainly not an action game, but it's a good time. Here, I'm gonna take care of this guy. I keep on miscounting how many attacks it takes to paralyze these normal goons. Bro, I used to be so uncomfortable trying to use Severing Spin until I realized that it's, like, the way that Severing Spin's hitboxes work is it's literally just 3 of those. It's not like an array of slashes, it's 3 circles that pulse. And, like, once I understood how it's generating hitboxes, you're like, oh, this is actually really, really, really easy to use. Well, there goes the 4. True, but the Severing Spin doesn't have much push to it. See? Like, if it had a lot of push, she was definitely going into that hole. It's not like, say, Dragon Dance. Dragon Dance has so much push, it's ridiculous. But then again, if Dragon Dance didn't have that much push, it would be obnoxiously overpowered DPS-wise. Oops, I wasn't close enough. But yeah, that's another thing that's great about paralysis. If you notice, that other guy over here got ground finished into a standing finisher, into a ground finisher, into a standing finisher. So ridiculous when it works out. Like, nothing feels nicer than a ground finisher that causes paralysis into a standing finisher. Like, anytime that happens, it's just delicious. Oh wow, I'm so going the wrong way. I have not done this map nearly enough. Another thing that's really crazy about paralysis is, like, say, if you fully empty the key and the max key of a yokai, and you paralyze it while it's down, it will stand and fall down again. And then if you paralyze it, it'll stand and then fall down again. And then if you paralyze it, it'll stand and then fall down again. Because of that, with the fist, I've been able to, like, get an enemy completely winded, and then do the entire Beyond Infinity combo, then do a finisher. Come at me, bro. Also, some enemies that you wouldn't think would be vulnerable to it are. Like this guy. Still a prick, though. I hate this guy. That's not what I wanted to do, shit. Bruh. Such an ass. I'm just trying to be playful with you, and you're being so rude. Yeah, I definitely shouldn't have did that. Man, imagine if there was any reason to take that guy seriously right now. Yeah, this track has lyrics, but this one's a different kind of exception. Because Stabilizer's music is completely free. Like, there are no copyrights, it's completely free domain. They encourage you to copy their shit. And that is a type of behavior that I would like to support. Honestly, not even sure like how you would find their music these days. Oh, that's a Fuki. Fuki, that's a wall. Goodbye, Gaki. That didn't hit him. But yeah, the two Stabilizer albums that I'm like aware of, they're called A Fuse Slowly Burning and a project called Red. I'll be honest, I don't remember which one is the first one anymore. Ah, door, come on. But I do know that at least back when I was, back when I found out about them, they had never met each other. The band was entirely a product of Something Awful, or not Something Awful? Yeah, SomethingAwful.com's forums. It had to have been Something Awful, but yeah, they worked entirely online. They'd like the drum guy would do his part of the music and then send it on, and the guitar guy would do his part, and etc. etc. It's a really interesting way to run a project. I never felt comfortable enough to post there, but a friend did get me an account once upon a time. I probably still theoretically have that account. Hello? I disagree. You ain't getting away from that. Yo, I mean, like, I'm on Reddit, but only for one specific subreddit, the God Hand subreddit. I don't think that it can get nerdier than I follow a specific game. Mostly because, man, there's so much misinformation about God Hand out there. Yo, that's fair. God Hand is an obscure game. It's not... You thought God Hand was Asura's Wrath. So funny enough, the CyberConnect 2 guys wanted Asura's Wrath to feel like a spiritual successor to God Hand, so while you are incorrect, you're not as incorrect as you think you are. That was a really interesting way to do targeting things. Also, I speedrun Asura's Wrath, so go figure. Oops. It's a hell of a lot more fun than a lot of people assume it is. I'm glad that you understand. It's like most people's memory of Asura's Wrath is, isn't that game just QTEs? It's like, fuck, no it's not, bro. There's a whole lot of proper gameplay in there. Here, you know what? Let's go ahead. And I'd love to tell you that, like, you know, I'm a total boss. I have all the speedruns in or all the world records in Asura's Wrath. But, like, while true, totally empty statement. There's not a lot of runners for that game. Yeah, I remember Shape explaining to somebody why he plays with the damage numbers off, and I get where he's coming from to an extent. That's not what I wanted. But, like, when I don't see a damage number appear, I know that something didn't land. But in any instance where you're absolutely certain that an attack did land, then his logic held firm. I just like numbers. Okay, I just now realized we have a Nudakabe here. So I should maybe not do the severing spin mindlessly. Bro, you can fucking back wave true and through? For what? Why? I did that on accident. I'm not gonna, like, spend my time trying to do it, but, like, what the hell? That's crazy. Why can you do that? That was weird. Okay, cool. Too early. I'm always too early with this thing, dude. Oh no, I'm slow. Now what'll I do? Maybe I'll just keep fighting. Oa? Death's Gambit. What that's? Interesting. Boop. Oh. hello? I definitely hit the guard button. Yes, actually, both of them. It is super interesting to hear Nioh 1 music play while I'm playing Nioh 2. I mean, like, at the same time, like, if I'm perfectly honest, Nioh's music is okay. But it's only okay, it's not great. Bruh. Bruh, hold on. Game. But honestly, funny enough, that makes this my favorite Batman Arkham game. This is gonna suck. So there's a reason that there's another multi-purpose room on top of that one, and a hatch pointed this direction. You fucking what? Okay. I can definitely show you my favorite track in all of this. Let's see. I quoted a number to you earlier. I was wrong. I have 1,515 tracks in it at the moment. But let's see. Forest of Red Witch stage. There we go. No, if the number was like 42069, this is my favorite track in this entire list. I probably have. Ooh. I love the can't see shit that angle of this fight. I don't love that. It's fucking lame. What? It's really, really, really hard to find it. It is on YouTube, but it's a Korean game, so oh, fuck off, dude. This would suck so much less if I could see anything. I don't have any anima. I can't see anything. Bruh. I definitely dodged, but okay. Suck my balls. Finally got something done. Please get your stupid weapon out of the way, bro. Bruh. Actually, hold on. I can probably tell you exactly where that song was on YouTube. There's no reason it shouldn't still be there. So I have a video code. So let's copy this address in there. Yep, there it is. That was dumb. I shouldn't have done that. I wonder if like a fully charged Night Rain, because like I did a partial one a second ago and it looked like it still did a shitload of damage. So I'm kind of curious. If there's like genuinely a reason to fully charge it and like how much the gap even is. Bro. Yeah, there's not a fucking good reason to charge it at all. You learn something new every day, bro. One moment. Yeah, when I was looking for the DFO OST, I had to I was googling stuff and I found that playlist in an obscure ass forum. I don't know why it's unlisted, but I do know that like DFO has on its own something like 1,100 tracks. Obviously I did not keep them all, but at some point, whoever was maintaining that playlist gave up. I don't blame them, because it's a shitload of music and a lot to keep track of. I mean, the game is very old, and it keeps on getting new content, so it's genuinely not that surprising how much music it has. What is surprising is how very serious they are about that music being top quality. Because they hire genuine orchestras and like full ass rock ensembles to come in and produce the music that they have for DFO. How am I so bad at fighting this guy? Like, today specifically, I've just been worse than usual. I'm not worried about that yet. Oh, he's going back a few steps. I totally get what you mean about co-op. Because, like, co-op in this game, like, anytime I'm in co-op and somebody's using, like, the Nightmare Bringer core, for instance, I don't know what the hell is wrong with those people. Anytime you use your core, nobody else can see what the fuck is going on. The numbers don't mess with me as much as just, like, people just do, like, the dumbest shit. I did not mean to do that, but I'll take it. Okay, you know what? I'm curious. It's actually really, really, really helpful. Severing Spin probably would have been just as good. It's like I don't even recall Nightmare Bringer's core like spawning a Nightmare Bringer at all. I just remember the twirling tornadoes of varying colors. But yeah, it's completely impossible to see what the hell is going on. And then you've got the Kasha users that literally every time that their meter is big enough to use a Kasha, they'll use the fucking Kasha, and then the dumb little top is getting in the way, and co-op is so disastrous in this. Like, if you're playing with somebody that you know, and that person also understands how to play the game, it's not so bad. But, sweet Jesus, it can get really, really terrible. 5:59. I am forced to do some cleanup. Damn, 13.8 melee key. It's pretty good. See, I almost never run into New Peppo, so I would probably not even be bothered by being slightly blinded by New Peppo, because it's like, it would be so novel to see it show up at all. Like, for me, in co-op, it's really, really rare, for instance, to see somebody using Ubume. Ubume is a really, really good core, so it's interesting that I almost never see that. I didn't see. Yeah, there doesn't appear to be any red inheritables. By the way, it's definitely worth noting that just because a yellow life, Anyways, just because a game's music is in this list doesn't necessarily mean I like that game. Very important. Ooh. Hello. I'm gonna need to work on that one specifically. It's not the right grace. I might have. No, that's a rarity in inheritance. I don't even know why I keep rarity inheritance at this point. I could have sworn that I had at least one Izanagi inheritance. There we go. We have something to work on. Now, I think... Yeah, we have a couple. Those are both toughness, though. That sucks. Okay, that works. That works just fine. We'll put that on there. We'll put that on there. Done and done. This is looking good. I like it. All right, Okay. So I don't see that light. Yeah, nice. so many 118s, bro. Surely the 117s are back here somewhere. My inventory is, like, objectively out of control. Wait. Oh, it's 118. Wait, what the hell? I thought we... Okay. I don't know. I thought we just did that. Anyway, so I'm not interested about the throwing weapon damage or the melee damage critical. I just wanted the extra life. So we have some tempering to do. Let me see, what we got on this one? So we've got melee damage for some reason. Faster winded recovery is pretty obvious. Elemental damage taken. Yes, please. I did not know that this could be on your armor. Or maybe I've just never paid attention to it, not really sure. What else do we got? It's just not something I've ever paid attention to. Probably because, like, 16 is kind of irrelevant. I mean, then again, I don't know how high that number gets when familiarity is maxed out. So, who's to say? Maybe it's really, really good, and I'm still going to ignore it. Let's see, what other options do we have here? Damage bonus and Rita gauge. That doesn't sound too bad, because, like, I pretty much never use... Yeah, you know what? I pretty much never, ever use my yokai shift. I'm just not a fan. Sometimes I'll do it for a finisher, but yeah, I just rarely ever have a reason to bother. Okay. And then we go refashion this shit. Oh, I selected the wrong thing. I never remember quite where this is. Probably because I don't do this very often. Okay. You know what? I'm a full fucking idiot. I'm a complete and utter moron. I don't know why I thought this needed to be Izanagi. It needs to be Ninigi. So I'm probably not switching over to it just yet. I don't think I have. Yeah, I don't think that I'm gonna have one for Ninigi, but I guess let's check. I used a Grace Inheritance that I didn't need to use. That sucks so bad. I mean, I might actually have the ability to swap to a different accessory for this. Because I might have an Inigi accessory that's suitable. Okay, hold on. I guess that's acceptable. I'd have to mess with all of that too, though, so hold on. Yo, Museka, that game is fucking baller. This sucks so bad. I mean, the one thing I guess I could lose from here for now would be equipped weapon. Do I have... So I'm trying, like, I fucked up, and see, like, I put Izanagi on this new piece when it should be Ninigi. So I'm trying to, like, figure out, like, if there's, like... I'm trying to figure out if there's anything else I can replace. I don't think I have a bow. I mean, I do, but... That looks correct? Except for the equipment drop rate versus yokai, but I don't think that the rest of that's super important. In which case I can. But yeah, this definitely sucks. I'm gonna have to try to remember. Yeah, it's this one. Okay, for a second I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna remember which design I used. Okay, I think I was in the middle of checking the rest of the armor. I was. It's good to remember stuff. So like this one I've already got the Star Life on. And that is good to have for my build. We're actually getting up to a point to where, like, if I had a damage reduction on my scroll, the, like, I think the highest I've seen is like 3.9%, would actually be potentially worth giving a shit about. Oh, I don't have any tea utensils this time. Okay. I think just about 3 hours on a day that I don't normally stream is a pretty good amount of time to get done. So I think I'm going to go ahead and go. Mossy, it was great having you around. Hope that you have a good one. Turn off this timer, save it, put it away. Yeah, you have a good one. Take care.